Welcome back to Pillars of Eternity, where the last time we were on this bridge, things weren't exactly going to plan, and we ended up killing some more people who I actually didn't want to kill. But now, hopefully, it's going to be a very non-violent beginning, because I'm traveling back to give the information about the leaden key that we just gathered from this creepy place to the woman who wanted it, which is Lady Webb. That was her name, Lady Webb. We need to go and tell Lady Webb what the leaden key have been up to. So fairly long journey from where we are here all the way back down to it's going to take 20 hours to travel there, but that's okay. A supplicant has arrived from Defiance Place seeking 500 copper pieces or an escort. Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. That's never happened before. Let's go and see if they're still there if I make my way up to Kednua. Why is that going to take such a long time? You can't tell me it took like 20 hours to there and it's going to take me 22 hours just to here. I guess it is quite a twisting path. But okay, let's go and have a look. I'm curious. I want to see what happens. I can also sleep here for free, so... Ah, okay, I do it like this. I didn't need to come here, did I? I could have done that from from the tab. Oh well. He's leaving in 2 days. If ignored, I get -5 prestige. And I get negative reputation with Defiance Bay if I don't pay him. Well, I could just send an escort with him. Yeah, you can go with him.
The stones and the spirits in this place have begun to heal.
Oh, that's good. I've just remembered we've never been here with the grieving mother before. I wonder whether this will make anything happen. I really need to fix this place up a bit more. Like, just excuse the mess, okay? It's a work in progress. You should have seen it before. Currently no bonus, but that will be coming soon. Coming soon to a future update. At the moment, I've just been focusing completely on... wages. They weren't too bad. At the moment, I've just been focusing entirely on upping defenses, because to be honest, I don't think there's much point in making it really fancy and then we just get attacked.
The keep's coming along nicely.
It is, isn't it? So that's all done.
Hey.
We'll be back here soon for our war, no doubt. But for now, I want to go and continue this quest with the leaden key. Hopefully it's not literally just telling her the information. Hopefully we get some information in return. I'm sure we will. We don't want to change the roster, so that's good. Back to Brackenbury. Security reports that leaden key agents will attack the stronghold in 4 days. What? Oh, good. My West Curtain wall construction is completed. That was good timing. Okay, that's something that's never happened to me before as well. Should I hire more people? Do things like the Orderless Disciple. He's not actually going to be orderless, right? Like, he's going to be orderless as in he doesn't have a religious order, not like he has no order. I'm going to hire a Vanguard soldier. And we'll give the Orderless Disciple a go. Oh, I can't. Oh, I have to dismiss someone to hire someone now. Okay, sorry, Vanguard soldier, but you're losing out to the Orderless Disciple because he's got better defense. Okay, I think that's about as much as I can realistically do. Okay, so I can auto-resolve this or I can manually resolve it. What do I want to do? The sensible part of me wants to auto-resolve it. The curious part of me wants to manually resolve it. I'm guessing if I manually resolve it, I actually get to be present at the battle. So let's click manual resolve. Oh, okay. I need to be there. That's fine. We'll go there next. But first of all, let's get this quest here done. Where on earth did she live? She lived not in the sanitarium. There. Hadrit House. I may be the world's worst explorer because my directional skills are terrible. But we're learning. We're getting better. Is it this one? That wasn't a good example of me getting better. Is this the right place?
Good day,
Was I supposed to be doing something for Curran? Why didn't I do this before? So many secrets and trails in the city. You have to but turn a corner to find a fresh trace of something stolen or someone missing. Unfortunately, we haven't had the time to investigate them all. I'm supposed to be working on other matters, but my mind still lingers on a few recent cases. Curse of a cipher. To be ruled by the whims of curiosity. Honestly, that's kind of me too. Tell me about the cases. 1 case or 3, depending on how you look at it. He taps his clawed fingers together. 3 weeks and a disappearance at the end of each. Some might call it a coincidence. I call it a clue. Lady Webb knows you, trusts you, so I shall trust you too, so long as our interests are aligned. Oh, okay, so does she trust me more now because I went and did a lead and key thing? I can do this. I'll look into it. Where should I start? He grins, razor-tipped teeth showing between his lips. Copper Lane, Ondra's Gift, and Brackenbury, of course. To talk to the ones who reported the disappearances. The ones who know enough to care. Laura, Ollie, and Elga. Or Elga. Okay. I like this. This is like we get to be detective. Who is missing? 2 men, 1 woman. Lendry, Kendall, and Cora. Tell me about Lendry. Best to ask Ollie. Seems they drank together at the Salty Mast in Ondra's Gift. Also seems that no one else knew him well enough to miss him. One of his ears twitches. Okay, tell me about Kendall. Reported missing by Elka, a dwarf who carried traces of... He closes his eyes and sniffs the air. Fine wine and young dandies. Plenty of time and money to spend on her pleasures. Try Brackenbury. Okay. Tell me about Cora. Sister of Laura, one of the merchants in the Copper Lane Bazaar. Not the kind of person who would just disappear, it seems. Laura was most distraught. I think a visit from someone sympathetic will raise her spirits. Okay, well, obviously we're going to be nice. So, did you find any leads? Not yet. No obvious connection between the victims, which is what makes me wonder so. He runs his hand along the length of one ear. Could be animancy related. Researchers always need subjects. The less scrupulous types in particular. Pauses, deep in concentration. Seems too risky for the sanitarium, but one never knows. I mean, we've been to the sanitarium and it was utter chaos, so yeah, you never know. Aloth folds his arms and says, I wouldn't put it past them. See, he knows. He remembers. Talk to the first people who reported our victims missing. Mayhap you'll catch something I missed. Okay, we'll let you know what we find.
Hey.
This is exciting. I like this. I like this quest. Right, Lady Webb was actually upstairs, wasn't she? I kind of remember this now. Okay, wait until you hear what I found.
How fares your search?
There is something I can tell you about the Leaden Keys operations.
Well, let's hear it.
The Leaden Key is manipulating a group of Engwithan machines that span the country, and it seems to be causing the Hollowborn epidemic.
I feared they might be involved in Widewind's legacy. It seemed too extreme even for them. How naive I've been. That isn't enough to take to the Duke, but we're close. Avar Wolfgren is a cautious man. He will want to know everything possible before being moved to action.
This progress is encouraging. I only hope we are not too late. Okay.
Hey.
So we just need to keep gathering more evidence, but that's pretty promising. We've got time before we're going to be attacked by the Leaden Key in Kednua. I just need to make sure that we've got time to travel back there, because it does take nearly a day. But I think we can start our detective work first. I really need to pick these up. I kind of thought they'd go away on their own eventually, but they don't, do they? So let's just grab those. You're talking about Kendall. You should be more careful about who you invite into your bed? Wow, okay.
Greetings.
I nearly ran straight past her if I hadn't noticed him talking about Kendall. So this is Elka. This dwarven woman is dressed and perfumed like a member of the nobility, but her sun-reddened skin and sweat-stained outfit suggest that she's been out here for quite some time. Afraid I don't have time just now. Well, I'm investigating Kendall's disappearance. Her eyebrows rise. That little Orlum finally got serious about this case, eh? I'm looking into the disappearance for him, or Dunwood Rose strapped for resources at the moment. No, let's not say that. I'm looking into the disappearance for him. Alga snorts. What is that? Is that little whelp too good for a case like this? Okay, I can tell her to just drop the attitude if she wants my help. Or I can say, I'm sure he has other business to attend to. At least he sent somebody then. Anyway, I'll tell you whatever I can. What do you need to know? Okay, everything, basically. Tell me about Kendall. What's to tell? He was a pretty young lad. Not the brightest of the bunch, but always pleasant company. How do you know Kendall? Elka smirks. We met up from time to time over the past few months. It was just a fling, really. Wasn't going to last. She picks at the corner of her sleeve and looks away. He was a little fool, but a sweet little fool. Aw, this doesn't sound like it was just a fling to me. What was Kendall doing before he disappeared? She laughs sadly. The worst blazing rendition of the General's speech from The Widow of the Wood that I've ever heard. She shakes her head. I love that fellow, but he was a tragic failure. Wow, that's a bit harsh. Yet somehow he managed to get in with an acting troupe. Okay, that's interesting. When and where did you last speak to Kendall? A week ago. He came back to my house for a bit of fun. Afterwards he fell asleep, and when I woke up, he was gone. No note. Nothing. Had you noticed anything different about Kendall lately? He'd started hanging out with a bunch of actors. Seemed all right, except for that woman. She scowls. That woman with her long, willowy legs and slender arms. Always came around wearing these low-cut dresses and impossible shoes. What was her name? Her expression hardens. I don't know. I never cared to learn it. She uncrosses her arms and lets them fall slowly to her sides. I didn't realize it might be important. Well, it might be important, so that's all the question I have right now. If you think of any more, you know where I'll be. So you're just going to stand here now, waiting for me to come back? Okay, that's convenient. I feel like this is inevitably going to be related to the actors. I wonder if anyone's going to attack me on this one. I might regret not having any bonuses from sleeping. Let's go to Andra's gift. And I think they're either going to be in the salty master or at least around it. So we'll head that way and we won't skip there. We'll just pay attention to who's standing outside. Are you okay? Oh, hey. Just drunk. Is it going the wrong way? Yeah, I went a really weird way. I'm like taking the back entrance to the salty mast. No, not them. They're just talking about chafing drawers. I wonder whether the people here are going to be annoyed with me because I made one of their women leave. Greetings. Well, she's not mad at me, so we're probably fine. Let's see if we can just hear anybody talking about report to the warehouse in the morning. Nope, not you. I don't see what a lovely woman like you is doing in a place like this. Heard about the prospects here? Maybe they're upstairs? Not a lot of people up here, really. Is this room going to be empty now? Who are you? The Alslung hair frames high cheekbones and a long, slender nose. It's not every day that the club gets such a breath of fresh air. With Sarah gone, the salty mass needed someone else on top, so here I am. Who are you? I'm a native of the Deerwood and an expert in the subtle arts. If it's practice, skill, and finesse you seek, look no further. Okay, that's nice. Goodbye. I wonder if we'll meet Sarah again. Yeah, there's literally no one in there. Anybody here lost someone? You're just patrons, you're a guard, right? Oh no, you're a noble. Funny. Beck. Oh right, that's from the members area. They're not going to be in the members area, are they? Right, so we found the one. I'm sure he mentioned the salty mast.
How do you do?
Do you happen to know? Looking for a good time or some rest? No, none of them. Big Durmsy, I don't remember seeing you here. The Orlan man seems to walk with a slight limp. He doesn't say anything, but he stops and regards you with interest. I mean, it seems a bit rude to just ask him what's wrong with your leg, but I just kind of want to know. He just laughs and shakes his head. Okay, somebody help me. I'm trying to be a detective here, and I can't find who I'm looking for. Maybe let's try Copper Lane first, then. This also has my favourite place to sleep. I have no idea where in Copper Lane this person's going to be. Maybe they'll be at the pub, actually. But Olga, I love you. I would never bring you home. And yet, the cruel glint in your eye. See, I thought maybe these actors might be something to do with it. We've got some understudies at the back, but they are literally just actors. I wonder if this could be the woman.
Well met, friend.
I really should spend this time getting in a character. Oh, we can. We have a dialogue option. I'm looking for Kendall. Apparently he joined your group. No experience. Terrible actor. Sound familiar? She narrows her silvered eyes. I'm not sure who this Kendall is or why you would malign our talent, but rest assured that we have a process for evoking a satisfying performance from even the most inexperienced players. Well, that wasn't really very helpful. So we now have 2 days, 12 hours until the leading key attack. So I think we're going to go get there in plenty of time. So I'm going to go to here. And we're going to manually resolve this. Okay, I wasn't expecting it to just be that quick. So we've got how many agents? 2, 3, 4 over there. Okay, we're not doing too badly. For some reason, Aloth has already rushed in over there. He needs to not do that. Who should we focus on? I think we'll go for him. He's the closest to us. But I do want Aloth to get back a bit and use his range. Okay, nearly down. Right, this one. And down, and this one. Down. Okay, that actually was not too bad. Is that everyone? It's still playing dramatic music. You are huge. Yeah, we're done. Successfully defended Kednua, and it was easy. That will teach them to attack us. Let's see what they left. Fine scepter. Oh, a grimoire. Let's put that in Aloth and have a look at that in a second. Leading key robes. We're definitely not wearing those. I love the whole idea of Kednua. I really like having this place. Right, now with that successfully defended, let's go and return to being a detective.
Better indeed.
It'll be even better by the time we come back, Aloth. Alright, we're keeping all of the same people and we're going to go straight to Copper Lane. There's Laura.
Hail, traveler.
I really should have known this. She works in the market, so obviously she was going to be here. Always good to see a familiar face. How can I help you? I'm looking into some disappearances. I hear your sister's gone missing. Laura's voice drops to a whisper. I didn't think anyone would help me. Oh. When Cora disappeared, I tried Dunrid Row, the Crucible Knights, even the dozens here. She points her thumb at the large building behind her. No one had time to look for a missing girl then. She bites her lip. That was 3 weeks ago. Wow. They just left her with her sister missing for 3 weeks? If there's anything I can tell you that will help, just ask. Okay, well, tell me about Cora. She's my younger sister. always had a head full of dreams. She was convinced there was something special waiting for her, that she'd be remembered and happy and important. Laura shakes her head. She's got plenty of heart, but not the commitment to match. Still, when she got that theatre job, I thought she was about to turn around. Yeah, theatre. Okay, what was Cora doing around the time she disappeared? She'd just gotten into this acting troupe called the... Laura's brows knit. You know this. Concentrate. The Revel of Stars. That's it. Okay, she was pretty inexperienced. Laura hesitates. I think that's why she was so excited to get a role. I'm afraid I don't know anything else about it. Right, when and where did you last see your sister? She was at our house getting ready for her big performance. That was 3 weeks ago. Did you see Cora with anyone when she disappeared? She is very sociable. Oh, that was an unfortunate slip there. She's always enjoyed crowds. I'm afraid I can't narrow it down beyond that. Right, that's it then. That's all we need to know for now. Laura puts both hands over her heart. You don't know how much this means to me. Just know that someone's actually looking for her. Anything else I can do for you? Nope, that's it.
Hey.
Okay. So we've got 2 connections now to the acting troupe, and we need to go... No, sorry. I don't actually want to read your soul right now. We need to go and go back to Andra's gift and find our last person. Not really sure where we should be looking, but I do kind of want to go and see what's happening in the lighthouse. So I'm going to go quickly do that while we're here. Oh, I wonder what Cartugo's got going on. Show me what you've got. Rot finger gloves. Minor spellbind. Spreading plague? What? Touch of rot and spreading plague. Worn by a healer in Old Valia who lived in a village stricken by terrible plague. While most fled, he stayed behind, restoring the few he could and easing the suffering of those he could not. In time, the disease spread to him, melting the flesh of his face and raising boils on his arms, but leaving his hands, eyes, and mental faculties untouched. His exposure to the illness had inoculated him against its most pernicious effects, leaving him disfigured, but capable. Okay, that's interesting. I'm not sure why we'd... Well, I guess you'd want to buy the gloves because spreading plague is actually a pretty cool ability. But, I don't want that. Everything on here is so much cooler than what you can just get in the normal shop. But it is also expensive, and yeah, we have a few things that we need to do, so... Oh look, you can get a cat. Right, no. Stop getting distracted. What's that? Oh, a pry bar. No, we're definitely keeping the pry bar. I might need that. Let's quick check around here. Make sure nobody's being interesting and or suspicious. Well, that was interesting and suspicious. Walder Three Fingers, 4 people stand gathered around what appears to be a wooden chest. That was the wooden chest that man lost. One of them, a grizzled and rough-looking character, looks up at you, then sneers. Took a wrong turn somewhere, did you? Best turn around and walk on. Lefty Lisk says. Well, there's a sudden snapping sound from the direction of the chest, and a second smaller man lets out a frustrated groan. Damn it, that's a second lockpick. He looks up at you and stills. Oh. Walder rolls his eyes and turns to you. You've walked down your last pier. I don't think so. So, we found the missing crate. Maseno's missing crate. We actually picked that quest up a while ago when we were doing the lighthouse quest. And I kind of forgot that his chest was still missing. It reminded me when we talked to that sailor. Okay, let's be sensible about this. I don't think any of them have magic, so let's just go straight for him. Good. Aloth is actually staying back. Okay, he just ran forward as I said that. But okay, he's not too far forward. This is going better. And the grieving mother isn't like running in to try and stab him with a dagger, which is also good. We got loads of stuff. Am I allowed to just walk around with this? Got some money too. Unlocking this will require the proper key. I don't want to unlock it though, I just want to take it. Sea chest bears a large embossed sigil of the ship and the word Fortunero beneath it in gilded letters. It's held shut by a heavy brass padlock. Okay, I can take it, try to unlock it or leave it alone. So we're going to take this with us. And we're going to go give it back. Since we're literally right next to the salty mast, I'm just going to quickly go and check whether anybody is in here now that can help us with the missing people. No, I don't think this person is in the salty mast. I think I just imagined that. Okay, let's go give this guy the chest back that he lost. It's not even his chest, if I remember correctly. It was the captain's chest that he was supposed to be looking after, and he lost it. Oh, there you are.
Hail, traveler.
Okay, and look, finding the captain's chest. Here you are, contents intact. You did it! I mean, I knew you would, but... Oh, thank you, it's all here. Okay, yay! We got 492 experience for that. You've saved my life, friend, truly. I owe you one. Here, the week's wages. Like I promised. Oh. Okay. I could tell him that, I did just save your life. I'd tell him to be less careless, but I think actually we're doing okay for money right now, and I feel bad for this poor panicked man, so I'm going to say, no need for that. You keep it. Really? Then thank you again for all you've done. At least take this. I picked it up while we were in port in Adir as a good luck charm, but I want you to have it. I won't forget this. I've gained Drinking Horn of Moderation. Interesting. What does that do? Drinking Horn of Moderation. +2 intellect, while endurance is above 50%. Oh, that's cool. Small Drinking Horn was commissioned by a group of road wardens who, after many dangerous journeys through the living lands, decided they needed something to commemorate their past adventures and steel themselves for new ones. Some believe that an entire set of these horns was created. Chanters of the living lands tell stories of men and women taking swigs from these horns, only to charge headfirst into battle, shouting elaborate insults about the ancestry of their enemies. But if other horns exist, none have been found. Well, that's really cool. Okay, it actually has to be at the Salty Mast. They're not going to be in a random abandoned house. There's just so many people in here that I'm missing them. Okay, definitely not in this corner because that was just him and those two. Definitely not these people because I know who all of them are. They were just talking to each other. Look at that! The man is at a table by himself, but he constantly glances at the opposite bench as if waiting for someone. He reeks of alcohol and he moves with the torpor of someone who's gotten used to spending most of his time drunk. This table's taken. Find another. He spreads his elbows on the wood and pulls his drink between them. I've got questions about Lendry. His face twists into a confused scowl. What's it to you? Okay, I was told you were the last person to see Lendry. Or I can use my might to grab him by the collar and say, I need answers, so you better sober up fast. Or, Lendry was your friend. The least you can do is answer a few questions. With resolve. Lendry was your friend. Ali eyes you warily. Yeah? Fine. You don't have to get your small clothes in a knot about it. So, what was it you were wanting with Lendry? Tell me about Lendry. He spent most of his time here, drinking with me. Tells you enough, doesn't it? He takes a gulp of his drink and shrugs. He didn't volunteer details and I didn't ask, but he had a working man's hands and a working man's taste for drink. When and where did you last see Lendry? Right here, getting drinks with me. He slaps a spot on the bench, just like we have every night for the last 5 years. I couldn't actually tell you much about him, and I think he preferred it that way. He frowns at the rough wood grain of the table. It's probably why we got on so well. Plenty of things we didn't talk about. Anyway, I remember that night because he said things were finally turning around. He was going to find a steady job, clean up, have another crack at the respectable life. I told him in that case he should buy the drinks. He traces the rim of his cup. That's when she showed up. Who's this woman you're talking about? A sly smile stretches across his face. A real fancy lady. Name's Lumdala. He taps his head. I don't remember much these days, but I remember her. Usually you have to pay a month's copper to spend time with a woman like that, but Lumdala, he shakes his head. She was falling all over Lendry that night. Left with him too. Okay, where did they go? A gruff laugh rattles his throat. She said they were going on to see some frilly performance. If you ask me, they had their own plans to perform that night. He makes an obscene gesture and grins. She just said they had to pick something up at her house in Copper Lane first, some cosy little place by the northern gate. He picks up his cup. Even a drunk like me knows what that means. I don't think you did. For what it's worth, she said she earns her coin over at the amphitheatre in Copper Lane. That's where she said they were going to see their show. Maybe someone over there saw him. Ollie nods. Right, let me know if you find him, yeah? Because he owes me a round if he's found the good life. I don't think he's found the good life. What is happening here? Why is this woman luring people away? Are we going to go back to the theatre, see if there's anyone new to talk to, or are we going to go to her house and see if we can get there? Okay, my quest is telling me to question her in Copper Lane, so I guess that's going to be our first port of call. But I still feel like sneaking into her house to have a look around would probably give us more accurate results. Although the last time I did that, I ended up killing the people inside, so maybe we shouldn't do that. They sailed from the shores of the Empire to the grace of Kirmina. Same people performing that were here last time. Audience members, actors. Audience gasping. Okay. What do you have to say for yourself now? I was wondering if a woman named Cora was part of your group. Can't say I recognize the name. She suddenly seems focused on the length of her fingernails. Well, that's odd. Her sister said she was part of the Revel of Stars. Or you can remember lines from a play but not the name of a fellow actor. I'm going for that's odd. Maybe, but what should I know about it? My work requires great focus and attention. She flicks her fingertips in frustration. I don't have time to coach every young amateur who joins our troupe for a week. I suppose I can spare a moment. Okay, Ollie said his friend Lendry was last seen with you. Lumdala lets out a big laugh. That drunk Inandra's gift? Men flatter themselves when it comes to the attentions of a beautiful woman. The pallid knight herself could waltz into the bar, and he believed she was there to sit on his lap and listen to bawdy stories. The pallid knight. I think I courted her once. She hated being called that. I mean, I can see why. I trust his word more than yours. He has nothing to gain by lying, or you have a point, or I'm just analysing the facts. Because I don't want to make her angry and then she's just going to stop talking to me. And the facts are that one of us stinks of cheap ale and desperation, while the other has a long and illustrious career. Wow, she tilts her head towards you. Consider well which is a more credible source. Surely there's someone else you can ask about all this. I am but a humble actor. You're connected to 3 recent disappearances that you claim to know nothing about. Then what else do you expect me to say on the subject? She sighs and turns her face to the sky. If you'll excuse me, I have a performance to attend to. Oh, now this guy, who we've not been able to talk to, steps forward. His gaze fixed on the other actors, his voice low. Meet me in Lumdala's house. I know what's going on. He claps his hands and whistles at the other actors. Well done indeed. Oh, okay, intriguing. Her house is in Copper Lane by the northern gate. Right, up there. I have no idea what we're going to find in here. Is this it? I think this is it. Do we need to be sneaky?
Flame reveal.
I feel like this could be a trap. Oh no, he's just standing right there. Okay, I don't think it's a trap. A young man appears before you, trembling and excited. I saw you with Lumdala by the amphitheatre. Look, I don't know what your business with her is, but I want out of this mess. I just came by to grab my things. Just let me leave, all right? Okay. What do you want from me? Or take a breath and calm down. Tell me what's going on so I can help. Yeah. He nods, filling his lungs. Thank you. But there's not much time. Lamdala's out to get me and I need to get out of here. Maybe out of the city. Kendall reaches slowly into a satchel and produces a small key. This opens the door behind you. There's a passage in there leading down to a theatre. He shudders. It's easier if you see it for yourself. Oh wow. Okay, what? He licks his lips. Since I've helped you, I want your promise that you'll leave my name out of this. Aloth leans over. I'm not sure this poor fool is worth our time. We should stop Lamdala before she gets wind of us. Okay, our options are just leave. I won't mention you. All I care about is preventing another disappearance. What you did before is irrelevant to me. I can lie and say I won't mention you. I can say I can't do that, or not a chance. You played a part in this and you'll have to face the consequences. I think Aloth has a point. He could have been involved in this, but it doesn't seem like he was doing it kind of his own free will. It seems like Lamdala was kind of making him do it because he's terrified of her. Let's just... All I care about is preventing other disappearances. What you did before is irrelevant. Is it though? Is it irrelevant? Oh, this is a tough one. Just leave. Thank you and good luck. And he doesn't look you in the eye. And we need to investigate the hidden theatre.
I'll see what I can find.
Let's just have a quick snoop around Lamdala's rooms while we're here. She's got a Skainite scripture. Oh, of course she does. Oh no. This is the same thing that we had earlier with the guy that we killed. She has some copper in there. Technically, it's not stealing, right? We won't take her copper though. Okay, let's get in here and find out what on earth is going on. Okay, well, she had that covered by a huge rug, which is immediately suspicious. Maybe we'll just
be discreet.
Check what's in here. Assorted plays. Got some clothes in there. Let's have a look in this one. A potion of mirrored image. The Deerwood Part 6. Silver. It doesn't say that any of this is stealing, and that's kind of worrying me. Can we get in here? Come on, Durance. Okay. What's she hiding in here? A breastplate. Okay, that's a bit odd. Nestled between tin helms and breastplates are a handful of daggers that feel too sharp to be props. Okay, you know what? We're just taking her money. She's definitely evil at this point. And a greatsword. Okay, we'll sell that later. So, down these steps, I have absolutely no idea what we are going to find, but it's some kind of creepy theatre. And I've got a feeling it might be kind of difficult. So we will see. I don't think that they are just sitting down there calmly. I think they're probably being kept down there by something. So we will find out. But this seems like a good place to pause for now at the edge of a new adventure. So thank you so much for joining me again on this so far. Next time, after we finish this, I do want to kind of finish off a few other small quests that we've got just hanging around. Kind of like that one that we did just with the sailor's chest. I want to finish things off and make sure that we've got as high a reputation as we possibly can in this place, but also because we need to do some leveling up to do the next Legend Key quest, because that Heritage Hill space is tough. I had a brief look, and it seems tough. So we'll be aiming to kind of level up and get to that, make some money because we need to build our army, etc. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me. And if you do want to find out what happens in the next one, and the small adventures that will be going on there, or big adventures, because I don't know what I'm getting myself into, please consider subscribing to the channel, liking the video, and I'll see you soon. Bye.